There we go. There we go. Right now I'm eating some peanut M&Ms because it's the very same thing that used to save me back when I was still in the military. Like I used to work well into the night. Like pretty much like there's a period of time where I just not because I'm on a submarine, but like we're inshore and there's times where like I get to work before the sun gets up. I leave work when the sun is, so I just don't see the sun. Like I get to work around 4 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. And this is to make sure before the next duty section takes over some of the stuff that my people were doing that night who are on duty. If they, like I have to go like to say tags and stuff, right? And like it's just a thing where like you make sure like none of the little things are like, you tag out certain things to make sure it doesn't go, so it doesn't destroy things or kill people. I would sometimes come back like, they get there really early, around like 4 in the morning to check it. Other times I'll just be there around 5-ish to do help and get paperwork done and everything set up for when the people do finally get to work. Or if they're on duty, the people I need their signatures from, I just go to them directly when they come in and say, sign this. And some people who are like, well, let me actually read it. You don't fucking know anything. Just fucking sign the damn thing. Oh yeah, sorry. I got a little heated right there. But but yeah, for people like that, I used to go like there's a time where like to get some kind of paperwork done. So, oh well, yeah, when I have some time. So I'm okay. It was a Saturday duty day. They were on duty. I followed them around. Said, "Would you sign this?" Oh well, let me actually look at this. Would you sign this? And they had me there until like 7 o'clock. I think it was like 7. Then I actually like come in their office like, dude, if you're not gonna fucking sign it, right, why don't you just tell me that and just stop wasting my fucking time? Like, it is absolutely stupid. Like, I followed you around since like pretty much like since 7 in the morning. Like I got here at 7, right when your duty, whatever, was it 6 or 7? Well, either way, I got there right when they're on duty. For them to just bullshit for that many hours, like, dude, like, I've been telling them, like, man, I fucking despise you. Like, if you're trying to do this kind of shit where like you don't have friends and stuff, right? This is the reason why you don't have friends, you fucking loser. Oh yeah, getting heated again. I need to calm down. Yeah. Uh yeah. I felt it too. Like I felt like my blood boiling. It's like I just kind of like it went back to that time where this person just for a signature to just get this maintenance done. And I don't really care about the maintenance itself or whatever project it was. It's like I'm doing this because like it's my job to do this, right? So it's like I don't care about it this much, right? But the person who hounds my boss, I mean, because this guy, he's like not my boss, but he's above my boss. So it's like I have to do this, or else you're gonna hound my boss, and my boss is gonna like hound me. But in the big scheme of things, I think this guy really did stuff like that because he was like, oh, you know what? He's kind of making me mad. I want to punish him. I want to just like punish other people around, like not him. I want to punish the people around them to make them yell at him so he could feel the pain. Because this is what this man told me before. Um, he how he likes to punish people is he doesn't like to hurt them directly. He wants to hurt everyone around them, so then they all bully the person who is not the person that he's going after, kind of thing, right? So I'll make the other people hurt you so you could feel pain. And I told him like, oh, that's you know, you just have a lot of small dick energy, man. Like I know you have like a mushroom dick, but like, then he's like, and he was getting like all upset. I'm like, no, you're just a trash ass human being. And then, right, like, he would try to shake my hand and say, oh, because he was leaving. And say, oh, yeah, no, look, we're friends, right? I'm like, no, I hope you fucking die, honestly. But, yeah, that guy was just an awful person. And I'm not even sure if he's still in. I hope not. But yeah, that person was just a bad person. Like, and the sad thing is there's a lot of, like, jobs where you have people who are just that fucking awful. It's like, if you hate people that much, right, why why are you here? Like, just go get like a remote job where you don't interact with people. But from my observation, a lot of those people who are extremely hateful and they just want to like sow hate and discord amount like around everyone they're with, those kind of people always want to hang around people. Like this, like you have a party and so like, hey, in this party, we only want people who bring magic cards or something like that because we're all to play. You had that one guy that doesn't and say, yeah, I'm here. Okay, did he bring magic cards? No. Okay, then leave. But I want to be here. Like, what is wrong with you? And I get it if the person was like 18, right? I'll be like, okay, or 17, 18. I'm like, okay. You're young, you're a kid. You're kind of dumb, but you know, like maybe you weren't taught as a child or something like. But no, a lot of the people who are doing this stuff, they're in their 30s and 40s. I'm like, you're a 40-year-old ass man, like, and you're having tantrums? Oh, that to me, like, and I know people think like, oh, the military, like, no, you're supposed to be like all about the rules and stuff, right? Like, even then, I mean, there's some people who are just like man children. And I know probably when I say this, I have a feeling that some of the people that knew me, they'd be like, oh yeah, like, they think I'm talking about this other person. Let me put it that way. But it's not. It's just like in general, like a lot of these like 40 to 50-year-old men were just man children. And there was a case where like we had this one guy who's like a Superman. I think I kind of always like every time I get mad about the military and stuff, like I'll kind of talk about it a lot. Where like this one guy's like, you're using too many big words, or like, what was the other one he did? Look at this loser coming in on his day off to get qualified and stuff. I'm like, is that bad? Like I'm trying to do work and hurry up and get qualified for I could do more. Like, and I'm a loser for doing that. Like, do I feel like I was doing some loser shit by coming to work on my day off? Yes. But like this, like I don't fucking understand. But either way, right? That guy when he left, no one wanted to talk to him because he was just an awful scumbag. And they even told him like, man, you're just a fucking, you're just a loser. And and he didn't really say anything. I'm like, yeah, because you were just a loser. Like it's really pathetic. Like, or there's other people who like were awful the whole time on the boat, and right before they left, they're like, "Oh, I'm trying to be good so people can remember me as like no someone who's not a good piece of shit." I'm like, that ship has sailed, man. No pun intended, because I work on the ship. But it's like these bad people, like, they not only do they want to hang around like people who dislike them, then at the very end they're like, "Oh, please just like me, just like me, just like me." Then do likable things. I don't get that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people experience this at work, though. One guy that you really like hate, or like you're like, man, I hope all the bad things happen to you and only you. That kind of person. Right before they leave, they try to be like, oh, no, everyone, I'm a nice person. You're not. We had however long you worked with that person. Like we saw that. And for me, it's like usually like, no, 4 or 5 years because military, the little, whatever the schedule of like, after so many years, you move to a different duty station. Right. But yeah, like those kind of people, like, I want to be liked and all that stuff, right? And venerated. Okay, then do likable things. That's what I don't get. Like, if that's your thing, where like, okay, my whole thing is I want to be liked or something, then just do things that are likable and don't be a hateful like scumbag. But those kind of people, they like, not only do they want to hang around people that don't want them around, then they act hateful. Then at the very end is like, please like me. I'm like it's to me, I'm not even good at faking it anymore. Like you're trying to be like, oh, like I hate this person, but I'm gonna like act like I like them. I can't even fake it. Like before, when I was a little bit younger, I could. Nah, never mind. I was never really that great at it. Like if I didn't like someone, you could just look at my face and pretty much know I don't like them. Like I was never very good at like. The only way that I would be nice to someone who's like that hateful is like if I just didn't know how bad they were, and later on I found out that they were a bad person. Then I'm like, oh, then I change up. You know, like. But man, there are so many like hateful scumbags. It's like if you're that hateful, I'm just like I don't get like how they're like I think it's like think of like any like if it okay, if you ever went to like a tournament of a game, I think that's like the best way to describe like those people who are just like hateful. That's where I saw a lot of my super hateful people. Like I was at a Magic the Gathering tournament because I like came back from what was it? Was I? No, it was like oh I was on leave. But either way, I came back and there was like a little tournament, right? And I just played on a little local tournament. I went there. I pretty much I lost the guy, right? The like I was playing, I was doing pretty good, then I lost to the hateful dude, right? And he was just so like obnoxiously hateful and smelled so bad that I think they just like kind of like I was like technically I was second place, right? And they just gave me the second place like some kind of like special card thing. They're like, oh yeah, we'll just give it to you. And that's what I get for like not being a hateful scumbag. He's like, normally, like, they wouldn't give me that card. They'd be like, oh, yeah, we'll just keep on doing the tournament and all that stuff. But no, they were just like, no, you're a good person. You were like, you know. Because technically, I didn't win straight up until second place. I think I was like, I did lose a round. Then I had to go to like a different bracket. And then I won almost all those and came back to the other bracket. It's just I lost to the other dude. But he was like, and I think it was like a local tournament. So it was like the store owner, the book, it was like a bookstore. And he was gonna try to give him like the reward and all that stuff, but the guy was just being so annoying. And then he said, "No, you got to give me this and this and this reward." So you don't know who I am, and started saying stuff like that. And then the person's like, "Yeah, get the fuck out, man! Like I don't care." So then he said, well, "Whatever, I hate this place. I don't even need any of that, right?" Then I was looking around like, "Does that happen often?" He's like, "Yeah, he's kind of an ass." Then they're like, "Oh, you're like second place, right?" Well, congratulations! And they gave me the all the stuff. I'm like, everyone was like clapping for me. I'm like, oh, thanks. Then they were like, oh, so what do you like? No, like, do you live over here? Like, no, actually, I'm on my way back home. Like, I live kind of in a smaller town area. And it's like, yeah, I was just like waiting for like my shuttle to get here. So I just happened to, like, oh, this tournament, that's kind of cool. And I just happened to have a deck with me. And it's like, oh, wow, that's so. And they did the whole thank you for your service thing, which I definitely hate. But I was like, they're being nice. But yeah, that was just like how hateful behavior, like, if you're like that hateful, you got to be like the best, right? Either you're gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like you have to like, let's say you're. I actually don't really look at a lot of fighting game tournaments. I don't really like care to look at the humans behind it, right? I just look at like the actual fight itself, and then I just kind of check out, or I skip past all the other stuff. So I don't even know like I saw some cool plays, but if you ask me, like, oh, do you know the famous fighting game people? I did not. I just know there's one dude who usually wears like Sonic looking gear or some kind of stuff, and I know he's strong. Or like Daigo, that who did the whole like block and was it Street Fighter? Like besides stuff like that, like people like that, I don't know almost anyone. So what? I mean, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to think like, do I know anyone else? Not off the top of my head. Like some names, like I'm pretty sure if I see it, I go, oh. But yeah, like in those kind of fighting games where like if you have like a shitty personality, no, I guess like sports would probably be a better example. Where like I'm trying to, I don't want to like start saying like different what's it athletes of like, oh yeah, this guy's a shitty personality. But for example, like in sports, right? If you have a shitty personality but you're like great at what you do, right? I'm not saying you get a pass, but people are like, okay, you know, he's cocky and arrogant, but because he's that good, right? He's that guy. If you're cocky and arrogant and you're trash, oof, oof, no. I mean, we see it in MMA all the time, right? Like this one guy comes up and says like crazy things, and the person's like, okay, and they get the snot beaten out of them, and you're like, good. It's kind of like that. Like at work, you cannot, if you're going to be like a jerk, you can't be bad at your job. If you're a jerk, you better be the number one guy. Like when everyone says, oh, we need to get this done, you better be that guy. Because if you're not, people will be like, oh, this fucking scumbag. I'm telling you. Yeah, do not be the scumbag dude. Like, if you're like kind of like iffy with like, okay, I'm so kind of like iffy, then you better be kind of nice because I mean, there's many times where I think the reason why I was able to get a lot of my work done is because I was like, I want to say nice, but like I treated everyone with the respect that no they gave me. So due to that, they know that if oh man, we're lacking manpower, we need some help. Like I would try to help. Right? Like, oh, okay, you really actually need help and not try to use me. Okay, yeah, I'll help you out. All right. Like, oh, I'm sorry, man, you're gonna be here until like, you know, midnight. I'm like, it is what it is. Let's do this. All right. But on the other hand, if you're a scumbag, then I don't care what you need. I'm like, hey, suffer, man. Like I'm not helping people who are just bad people. I'm like, yeah, if you're a bad person, then yeah, just suffer the consequences of your bad decisions. Yeah, I would try to give people the keys to the success or the keys to success until they if they don't want it or they knock it out of my hands. I'm like, you know what? Suffer. I don't care. Like I'm not going to go out of my way to like make your life miserable, but I'm not helping you. I mean, that's probably the best way. Just like leave people alone because usually scumbags like that will self-implode. But sometimes, depending on what kind of what job you have, right, scumbags just rise to the top because that just means that you could probably just already know, like, of scumbag, you think like, man, this guy's a scumbag. Why is he rising so fast? It's probably because a lot of the top brass are also scumbags too. So at that point, I think you just silently just figure out like what's your exit strategy and just look for another job and get the hell out of there. Yeah, trying to curry favor with scumbags and stuff, right? Never works out. I'm not very good at doing it. Like some people are like, oh, I'm not sure how to brown nose. Probably that's the best way to say it. Nor do I, when someone tries to brown nose me, I'm like more on edge, I guess. Because I'm like, dude, I don't know what it is you're thinking. Like, I don't trust you. Yeah, that's just me though. Some people love being brown nosed. Like I've seen it before where this one guy's getting like, it's not even subtle brown nosing, right? He's like, it's very much like, oh wow, okay, like you were in that butt. And yeah, that man, he loved it. He's like, he loved every second of it. I was like, man, how are you to let someone brown nose you like that? Like the guy's not even be subtle anymore. He's just all in it. No, he's not like that. I disagree. I think he is like that. Oh no, I needed more of that. Yep, I figured. I figured it was gonna happen soon. What the hell? Line 7? Yeah, okay. I wonder why so many people are here right now. There. But yeah, the don't be a scumbag at work. Every time I talk about the military, I had to like kind of like gauge myself. If no one's here and it's just me, then sometimes I get heated very quick. Not as bad as I used to be before. Like I used to get heated very like even quicker. Like it'll be probably like a straight 30-minute rant of me just cursing the whole time. I've gotten better. Like if I could catch myself, then I'm like, okay, chill. Then I could like kind of, reel myself in a little bit. But yeah, when I think of, it's probably more or less that like if I just happen to not be doing what I was doing in the military, I probably would not have had such a bad time. Like there's other people who like, it's not what you get out of the Navy, it's what you put in. I'm like, man, get the hell out of my face with that. This young kid tried to tell me stuff like that. I was like, okay, then when you get out of the Navy, when you have your all your mental problems and whatnot, right? I want to tell you the same thing. Hey, it's not what you put into it. It's not what you put into it. Or yeah, it's not what you get out, it's what you put into it. I bet he's gonna be very happy to hear that sarcastic line from someone else. No one wants to hear that kind of silly stuff. For someone who like someone younger than yourself telling you like, oh man, you just have to work really hard and eventually it'll get better. That's a lie. I think for any job, right? Don't tell people like, it gets better. Just be like, hey man, it's gonna be kind of like this, and you could just have different responsibilities. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. Like whatever stress you have now, you're gonna probably have it that like later on, unless you figure out a way to manage that stress. Like if you can't figure out how to manage your stress, you're gonna be in for a rough time. I think that's the honest thing to tell people. Is that saying, oh, after you do certain X, Y, Z, it's gonna be a lot better for you. Like don't lie to people like that. Is this a elite? I guess. Okay, there. It was an elite, so I was like, yeah, might as well just kill him. I like the Final Fantasy way when you're so many levels above above the enemy or like the area, the enemies just don't aggro you, like unless you attack them. I do enjoy that more. So then with all the enemies attacking, it just makes it a little bit even though I don't have to worry about dying for most of these weak enemies, it's still kind of like, let me explore, let me... He said, look for treasure boxes. Oh. Then... Yeah, so today's takeaway and the main story of this stream is, don't be shitty at your job. Don't get heated. Or I should say, me getting heated talking about the military. I do. I generally get heated talking about it. Especially if it's like, not in the group setting, if it's just me. Me just yapping, then yeah, I get heated pretty quick on it. Yeah, I think just because the area, my field that I worked in, plus the situation when I was working over there was not very conducive to a happy work environment. Like we had so many violations of what you call that, our work climate. Like we had to do like a climate survey and it was never good. I hate, like I said, the work climate things. I even did it as a, after I got out of the military, other jobs and stuff, where I was like, oh, yeah, I got this one job, and you had to do like a climate survey, and I was like, why are you having me do it? Like, I'm super new to a point, like, I'm not sure how, like, what bad is right now. Alright? And everyone else was like, man, this is awful, this is bad, and all this kind of stuff, right? And someone said, hey, have you ever seen a work violation? I'm like, yes, I have, many times. And they took my testimony and all that kind of stuff, but nothing ever came from it. So I was like, why are you wasting everyone's time? Like, and there was like, I think, not my job specifically, but like this other one, right? They hired a like investigator to like for command climate or whatever, right? Or the workplace climate atmosphere, and the person doing the survey and all that stuff, right, found that what was messed up about it was just the executives, right? It's like, yeah, what's causing all this tension between all the workers is just like the management is not effective, and that person got fired. That person got fired, and and one of those command climate people never showed up again after that. I was like, yeah, because a lot of these companies, they try to say, oh no, HR's on the HR is never on your side. I mean, I feel bad for you if you work in HR and you're like lying and telling people you're on their side. You're not. Come on. Give the data, some bad data to the executives, and see how fast you will no longer have that job. Yeah, like, I just think the whole command climate, I think that's just like a fake job that they try to like give people to like say, oh, see, we're trying to like make sure that everyone's happy at the workplace. I think is very ineffective. It's a waste of time. Like, if I have a lot of work to do, like, don't call me in and try to have some kind of like little conversation with me about some kind of like, well, tell us why your bosses are bad. I was like, I don't know. Leave me alone. If you're investigating that, right, you should be the one figuring it out. It ain't my. I'm not here to do your job. Do your job. But another thing is the reason why like people hate having like different workplaces, right? The reason why they don't want to have veterans is because they don't want people who are like that. Where like there's like, I don't care, I want to just do my job and just like just do that, right? They want to like play around and all this kind of like do workplace drama where like people are fighting each other. Like, oh, this person was the manager for like one day, and look how bad this person is. All this kind of silliness. Yeah, I remember everyone just stabbing each other in the back before. I was like, really, you guys are really stabbing each other back just because our direct supervisor, was it supervisor, manager? I'm not sure. Either way, one person wasn't there though. Our boss wasn't there like for one day, and then everyone started stabbing each other in the back immediately. It was very weird. I don't get it. Oh, I might as well. But yeah, that kind of private stuff never works. It's just a waste of paper and waste of time. I was like, man, I tell people just like when they try to do that stuff, oh, you want to go to this one other like meeting where they do that kind of stuff? I'm like, no. They're like, oh, but didn't you say like this? A lot of the stuff they do here is stupid. I'm like, yeah, I was also in the military. I think everything what they do in the military is pretty stupid. Whatever job they usually have in the military after you get training, it's not very difficult, right? But that's only it, and it's actually very fast to do. Hence, I saw people from other countries doing the same job I'm doing, right? They did it like 100 times faster, less like cussing each other out and all that stuff because everyone's just there just to do their job and just go home. It feels like in America, we're all doing this like, no. And was it American exceptionalism shit where everyone thinks they're the main character or something? And they're just doing like being very extra for no reason when they're very incompetent. Like I've had so many people like tell me things and they look with complete confidence in their face, and you're like, and I'm just like, wow, that is probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Then generally I don't tell them that because then you have the other problem where then later, like I never told them, oh, I have a degree or anything, right? Then later on they're like, oh yeah, he's looking down on us because he has a degree. I was like, that's not why. Like, you people with no degree, there's a lot of people with a lot of common sense, no degree. There's people with, like, you could be a doctor and you, which I've seen before, a doctor who went to someone and told them they could just wrote on their, or sign a little thing with their name and be like, okay, get this guy some kidney stone medicine. He refused to do it because he said, oh no, he'll be fine. I'm like, hey sir, do you have, I didn't even call him sir, like, I think I just called him by his name, like, hey man, have you had kidney stones before? Oh no, I had it before, and which is a lie. This man's lying. So I mean, if you had it before, you should be able to empathize with this person. But I think you're lying. I called him out as a liar. I'm like, hey, yo doc, you're a liar, and just sign the damn thing, right? And stop being a little like, no, a bitch about it. And I'm pretty sure he does not like me, but he signed it. And then I told the other dude, yeah, here's your, go to this one other place, get your little medicine, and best of luck, man. He's like, oh, thank you for like helping me out and all that. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Like, so don't worry, the work or the help that I gave you is the help that I will give anyone who needs my help, right? My whole thing is like, I want you to not be in pain. But either way, right? So that happened. Like, it's just I felt the anger rise up, and I had to push it down a little bit. Like, okay. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. I think the kidney stone story I told Milk on this stream sometime before. So if one of the other files, you'll probably be able to find it. Of course, there's certain stories where it's like, to me, it's like, to this day, it bothers me. So I will probably repeat it every once in a while. Yeah, the stupider stories are, it's just like in my memory. So sometimes I was like, when I think of something that just really irritates me, then it kind of goes back to certain old stories. Yeah, like recently, my recent job and all that kind of stuff, I didn't have to worry too much about that kind of silly thing. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, thank God. They don't even like do like long, because all of us are remote. They don't even do like the long meetings. Everyone does it in like about 5-10 minutes. Hey, anything like this, or anyone have anything to say? Like, no, not really. Like, oh, this project is coming up, so just say, if you have any questions, just talk to this person, It's like, yeah, we're all good. Good. If you have any questions afterwards, just like, yeah, just message the appropriate people and whatnot. Like, okay. Uh-oh. Oh. So yeah, that was our super fast meetings. I'm pretty sure people are like, when I tell people that, then they're like, what? Your meetings is 10 minutes? My old meetings were like 1 hour of nothing, honestly. It was like an hour was it Wednesday? I think it's every Wednesday, but then we had a bigger meeting. The Wednesday ones that some of them will go for an hour or two because they're so fucking incompetent. Even like the facility-wide meeting, that one was also like an hour. That was just like, oh, it was a waste of time. Like, I think there's like a few people that just wanted to always talk on that. Like, man, go get friends. And I think that's another thing that a lot of people were like, kind of like trying to get on me about. Why don't you want to hang out with us after work? Because I dislike most of you. Why the fuck would I want to hang out with you after work? I don't even want to see you at work. Like, sometimes we're like, there's a time, not this job or not the job before, a few jobs ago, before the military, all that, right? There was a job that I had where, okay, yeah, I'll say it. I used to work at a hotel, and there was, okay, we'll do this. I'll tell the story before I get off. But there was a, this is very short. I used to work at this one hotel, and one time we had like a big crew of people coming in. It was like town, no, was it? Yeah, it's a town wide, right? So like the 3 or 4 hotels are just being packed, right? And when there's like a line of at least 40 people outside to the point where they couldn't fit inside the lobby area of the, was it probably more than 40, because it's like, it's not just them themselves, it's them and then like sometimes they have a partner or whatever, right? It was a lot of people, right? I think at the very end, since I myself filled up the whole hotel, maybe 100 people plus, right? But because no, because there's already people in the hotel. Some of them, it's just the other extra rooms that are open, and all that. But my supervisor was there. Supervisor, manager, manager. I don't know the difference really. Like to me, I think most supervisors and managers are pretty much useless to me. And even when I'm the supervisor slash manager, I don't interact that much, like because I'm like, if I don't need to interact with my like the workers there unless they need me for something. So like that's why I think that a few times when I was the manager of a different place of the establishment, people didn't know what my job was. They're like, oh yeah, I know he's here, he helps, he does stuff. What, I don't know what the fuck his position is. All right, and I like to keep it like that. But either way, the other manager, or whatever, was there, and she was like, "Oh yeah, do you need my help?" After seeing the enough people to fill up our lobby, and then to start wrapping outside, is how many people were in line. Mind you, it's only two people, me and her. She saw the group of people like filled out our lobby, lining up outside as well, right? Like starting to wrap around our building. Looked me dead in the eye and was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, do you need me? Do you need any help?" I looked at her. I'm like, "No, I'm good." And then she left an hour early, actually almost 2 hours early. And then when the other people were like, "Was she serious?" I'm like, "Yes," but she's so incompetent that the money and all that stuff, right? She will 100% mess it up. So her not being here is actually like safer for you guys. And they're like, "Oh." But and one good thing is everyone was mostly polite, if not all, right? So then I checked them all and did all that stuff, and they're like, "Wow, you give great service." I'm like, no, you guys were great because you guys didn't get mad, even though it was crazy. But yeah, you guys were super respectful and nice. So I mean, if this happens again, like if it's me, I'm here to help you guys. And so I got like a lot of 5-star reviews on Yelp, I guess. They don't say, "Oh yeah, on Yelp, I definitely said that you're a great person." Oh, thanks. But yeah, sometimes when you have an incompetent boss, it's to the point where like them not being there is actually to your benefit. But at the same time, right, I tell everyone this: the further you go up in whatever job you're at, if you're starting to become the manager or whatever, make sure you learn to delegate work. Okay, that was my main thing at the end: delegate work. And with that, everyone, I guys hope you have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you learned something today. Not the first part. Like the first 5 minutes was just me getting pissed about the military. So disregard that part. With that, everyone, hope you guys have a good one and you take care. Peace.